Hello everyone, my name is Brad Flickinger and I come to you from the Metropolitan School of Panama in beautiful Panama City, Panama. And one more Panama, we're located right next to the Panama Canal. So it's great to come here today and talk to you about badges. Now, when I bring up badges, teachers like to tease me a little bit with this line, and they say, badges, we don't need any stinking badges, we don't need another flavor of the month, but in the next few minutes, hopefully, I can convince you that you might need stinking badges. All right, so generally speaking, in my work with elementary age students, I see three problems. The first one that I see generally is that they see technology really as an entertainment and a socializing device, not really as something that could create amazing things. They also see it as, or the second problem I see is that in their pocket with a smartphone, they have access to everything. You know, knowledge is no longer king. Facts are now free. They can ask Siri anything. And so my role of a teacher has changed. And the third problem is kind of a result of the first two, and that is engagement is low. You know, how do I compete with Snapchat updates and the drunk squirrel video that went around, you know, things like that. So I knew I needed to change something, and I came across this great quote from Lee Crockett, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I can just put it back into their hands. Let them start to take responsibility for learning rather than, you know, me be the mama bird and just give them everything and that they can regurgitate back to me or something. So, badges. What are badges? Well, they are like to grades and assessment what flipped was to teaching, okay? And they're about skills. They're not about knowledge. We use badges to represent skills. So, if we look at gameplay and scouting program, you'll see that they're used as a marker, kind of, this is where I am, this is the path that I'm on. We use them to keep score, just like a grade or a GPA. They're also for recognition, like, look what I have done, and it's a reward. But also, it's motivation to try something new. Maybe take on that claymation badge. It's something they maybe never even thought they were interested in. And it's a great way to motivate them to do things like that. I got to catch my breath there for a second, that's great. Okay, so what is a badge? In our school, this is what it looks like. We use little 1-inch pins that represent their skills. So you can see the different skills across their backpacks there. They also are backed up with a digital badge that represents the same thing, but it's really their way to show the world the skills that they had. And this is how I do it. I will take a look at a unit and I will decide what skills do my students need to be successful in that unit. Then I'll group like skills together into a badge, and then due to complexity, I'll put the badges into certain levels. So for example, in our school for technology, here are some level 1 badges. We call it kind of the rookie level, and these are the things they need to be successful in our school with technology. So for example, here's a student that's coming up that is working on just getting through the basics of how to use email, how to use Google Classroom, those type of things. And these level 1 badges, they can usually complete in 1 to 2 class periods. So they're quite simple to do, but still yet rewarding because we make them in kind of a fun format. Level 2, or the Explorer level, now they start to get a little more complicated. And now they have the choice to pick which interests them. So they might go with audio commercials or making songs. And it gives them a little more choice, and they have to earn a level 2 badge before they can go into level 3. So here's a student earning their level 2 digital hand-drawn animation badge. And these ones now take 2 to 4 to 6 hours to complete. So they're getting a little bit harder. Not all students will earn a level 2 badge during the year. Level 3 get really complicated. Now we're making music with chords, we're doing podcasting. This is kind of that apprentice level, and they're spending more time, and they're having to work together with other students. And so here's an example like filmmaking. You can't just do a film by yourself, and so here's one of our stars of a movie called The Ghost of Bethke, and she's getting her makeup on, but you can see all the other students kind of in the background working on this. So these ones take weeks to produce to be able to earn a level 3 badge. And finally, level 4, or our pro level, these ones now would be to be in our I-band, to make a video game, to do on the morning news, robotics, those type of things, and they take months to complete. For example, to be in the I-band, you need to be able to play an instrument on an iPad, and you go to rehearsals after rehearsals, and here's one of the performances of this girl doing hits from the 80s, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, and you can see her band in the background with people playing the guitar and stuff. on their instruments. Months to do. Thank you very much. It's been great to be here, and hopefully you need stinking badges.